wants state to revoke E-Team's directive or else. Now, the Kenya Medical Association has opposed the introduction of mandatory electronic tax invoice system. All right, and then private hospitals in rural areas have rejected NHIF cards owed a massive 6 billion by the national insurer. The hospitals are now turning away all patients who present NHIF cards. And then now the Social Health Insurance Fund rollout put off as court case against it starts. Activist is asking a 3-judge bench of the High Court to quash the new health laws because they are unconstitutional. Now, skia hii hapa hivi mazeni very scary. Our country is a broken system. Now, dire, wanasema don't fall, and I like this, I like what the Daily Nation wameandika on the front page. They say, don't fall sick in Kenya today. It is day 7 of a doctor's strike in public hospitals to demand better working conditions, posting of medical interns, and a medical cover. Private hospitals in rural areas are now turning away patients with NHIF cards over a 6 billion debt, while the Medics Association has issued another strike notice of a mandatory electronic tax invoicing. A healthcare catastrophe looms if a solution isn't found. Maze, I mean, the truth is, najua ina sound scary. Yeah, ina sound scary, but just pray to God you don't fall sick now. Okay, let me just take you to page 6 and 7, and then I give you some more details. Remember, you can find us on www.vibesradio.co.ke. Now, the thing over here, patients once assured, this is on page 6, patients once assured of care now find themselves in a dehumanizing state, left on their own as hospitals and doctors demand cash before treatment. Across the country, doctors, including those in private hospitals, have given a 7-day ultimatum to the government to suspend mambo ya E-Teams. And there's a part over here where I saw, yesterday, the union officials went to public hospitals and drew out doctors who had reported to work. The doctors are not attending to emergency and critical services in all public major hospitals in the country. Major hospitals, including Kenyatta National Hospitals, have stopped admitting patients for elective surgeries and even admission in the wards. Pumwani Maternity Hospital, which is one of the leading facilities in maternity admissions, has since stopped taking in pregnant women who are now forced to seek services elsewhere. Apparently, according to KM PDU Secretary General Daji Atela, and there's an influx at KNH of mothers who want to give birth, but there's no order. There's no doctor to attend to them. They're taking this lightly, and it is going to be a big deal when we start losing patients because of the government's stubbornness. And let me tell you guys one thing, Maze. First of all, mina get niko kwa hiyo energy, Maze. I actually respect how the doctors wanasema they are demanding better working conditions. Now my interns walipwe bana. Interns have to be posted. Interns wanafanya kazi mob sana when it comes to our healthcare system, Maze. Kazi ni mingi huko hivyo. And so these guys have to be taken seriously. They have to be paid. So mimi nashanga kwa nini treasury inakawiwa na pesa. But, you know, as much as I resonate with the doctors, but, you know, the moment tutaanza to lose lives because of these strikes, I don't think itakuwa a good thing, yani. Because there are many Kenyans who can't afford even to go to some of these private expensive hospitals out there. Some even can't afford. In fact, 90% of Kenyans probably can't even afford to travel abroad to seek healthcare services. Sasa, serikali need to understand that there's a matter of urgency right now. Sort out Tikiti once and for all, or things will be very bad. The government at this point, danganyane, governor ina look bad sana. The government is looking so bad. Kwanza ukisikia, the government spent 51 billion in 6 months when it comes to luxuries, nini. Yes, the president said he was gonna, observe austerity measures. Now you're seeing over here bro, kwanza ukicheki kwa page, if you think this thing is a joke, there's something else over here. Teachers are also threatening to strike. Right? So things are a mess. But yenye imenipata yani sasa vinoma yenye imefanya niko na a serious case of concern is the doctor strike. Yeah, because we can't have hospitals not functioning, manze. Sai kitu yote kikufanyikia kwanza, I'm sorry to say this, with all these accidents we're seeing on the road. Last say imagine when the hosi unapata kuna madoki huko hivyo. Is the government really taking our welfare seriously? The case of Kenyans. That's why some people say, unajua ni kama government and they're not empathetic. Then they're just there on our faces bossing things. Yeah. Kutuforce kulipa mataxes zingine hata zi make sense. But when we demand better working conditions so that we can be productive, tufanyie Wakenya kazi, no one wants to No one wants to even have a conversation. All right, so go grab yourself a copy of the Daily Nation to check some of these stories. Yeah, so when it comes to teachers, there's a looming strike, Kuppet in strike threat over school cash delays. Teachers vote to down tools in second term. Yes, this was on the back page of the Daily Nation. They say a teachers' union has demanded the release of all remitted capitation funds owed to public schools and threatened to call a strike at the beginning of second term if the government doesn't disburse the funds, estimated to be about 54 billion, manze. Now, the amount has accumulated over 5 years because the government has not been sending the full amount. Jana, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, Kuppet, also rejected the reduction of the learners' capitation, terming the decision grossly immoral as schools struggle to see out the first term. What is going on in our country? All right, so sir, when we come back, there's a lot that is happening out there. Yes. Now, Makerere University emerges the top in East Africa ahead of UON in the 2024 ranking. Top at the full list of universities. Yes, some of the best universities in Africa. We'll talk about that to Kirudi. 7:31. I've got a banger right now, maze. Iko on and Alika Hali and Kojo fans rushing the remix. Good morning. Let's go.
Rebels and reggae heads, start your day the MVP way. Where you are the MVP. No negative vibes.